Yo, what's going on, everybody? Jason Trio here with Bittrio.com. Today is Monday, December 6th, 2021. And we got the Draftkings Week 13 results. The results are in. And we lost yet again. Another week in the dumpster. Damn, son. We're going to go over our losing lineup. Then we're going to go over the winning Millionaire Maker lineup, where some lucky fellow turned $20 into $1 million. And taking a look at Bitcoin here. Oh shit, I'm on the Zoom. I got my different camera on right now, but let's take a look here. Bitcoin's dumping, so $1 million, man. That gets you a lot of Bitcoin. Hey. That's what I'm trying to get. Now, I mean, after you pay taxes, what do you get? Like 600K, something like that. But still, it's a lot of Bitcoin, dog. So I want to dump 48K. You know, hey, this is what has to happen with Bitcoin. It's just the psyche of people. You know, it has to dip. People have to forget about it. People have to give up on it and just be like, nah, that ain't working. Forget about that. Let's do something else. Then boom, so Bitcoin goes $1 million. I mean, you know, cat's out of the bag, dude. It's not, you can't keep it down. It's more and more people are just finding out how valuable it is, you know, in a world where there's not that many assets to buy here. There's not that many places to park your wealth. Once people learn about Bitcoin, dog, it's a game changer. All right, let's go over this Draftkings lineup here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Health, family, Bitcoin, in that order. Get your shit right. So for us, we went with a Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham Jr. stack. Strictly because Odell came out and said that he's taking his salary or his signing bonus in Bitcoin. So you know what? We said, Odell, you're taking your money in Bitcoin. We're going to play you this week in Draftkings. And hey, you know, Odell kind of let us down a little bit. He was low owned. He did have a bruised hip or something from last week. But hey, he got in the end zone. 2 catches, 28 yards, and a touchdown for Odell. 10 points. Not really doing good. Stafford, he was decent. 7,300. 295 passing yards with 3 touchdowns. You know, I was hoping. We were like kind of right on the verge of cashing this week, dude. Like, what was it? Like 142 fantasy points, and you cashed, and we rolled up at 136. So I was hoping Stafford could find 5 more yards. It was like 5 minutes to go in the game. Stafford, he needed 5 more yards to hit the 300 passing yard bonus. But no, the Jaguars had the ball. And of course, if the Rams got the ball back, they were just going to run a clock out. So hey, I was hoping for like maybe a Stafford dump off pass to the running back, but it never happened. Stafford finished with 295 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and 24 points, which, you know, that's good. 7,300. He was kind of expensive, but still good. Cooper Kupp is the other receiver that we ran with Stafford and Odell. 19% owned. Everybody was on Cooper Kupp, even though he was 9K though. Dude was 9K and everybody was on his ass. I guess for a good reason. Cooper Kupp just beasting out this season. Finished with 8 receptions, 129 yards, and 1 touchdown for 29.9 points. Cooper Kupp, though. Fire, our only trailblazer on the slate or in our lineup this week was Cooper Kupp. At running back, we ran James Conner with the Cardinals defense. And that seemed to work out pretty good. You know, James Conner, 5,900 in a matchup against the Bears, who aren't really good against the run, giving up 120 yards a game. And the Cardinals, you know, hey, a little expensive here at 3,400, but they came through a little bit with 3 sacks and 4 picks. God damn, what are the Bears doing? Throwing 4 picks. I don't even know who the quarterback is over there, but damn, 4 picks, son. So Connor did all right. He had 19 points, 75 rushing yards, 2 catches for 36 yards, and a touchdown. 16% owned Connor, and 7% owned was the Cardinals. So a lot of people were on that stack. Seemed pretty obvious, and hey, we took it. We went with it. There was a big line in that game too. You can go back and watch Friday's video. I think it might have been like 11-point spread or 10 points, something like that. It was pretty high. So we went out and did that. Our next running back was Gaskin, dude. What? The snowflake, Myles Gaskin. 15 carries for 44 yards, 2 receptions for 2 yards. Or for 5 yards, and just 6.9 points. I mean, he really didn't do anything. He was high owned too, 7%. He was pretty decently owned. I mean, 7% for a running back seems middle of the road. So people were on him, looking for him to do something against the Giants, but no, that game came in on the under, 20-9. The Dolphins beat the Giants 20-9. So there wasn't much scoring going on in that game. Looking back, obviously, should have faded that shit and said, hell nah. But I was riding high a little bit on Gaskin. I played him last week with the Miami defense. You know, he was doing all right. He had 19 points last week. He had 18 points the week before. And I thought maybe he was all right. But no, he shit the bed. Our receiver that we ran, number 83, Tyler Boyd. For 5K. Hey, he came through a little something, huh? He had 5 catches for 85 yards. Yo, 5K, 1% owned, 13.5 points. I'll take it. I wish he would have gotten the end zone. I mean, come on, Cincy. You let the Chargers score 41 points. You guys can't even get something going? I know the Chargers got good defense. At least they got good passing defense. I mean, their passing defense is good, so... I mean, this is all right, I guess, for Boyd. At tight end, we ran Evan Ingram, who saw 4 catches for 61 yards, 10 points. Another low-owned pick by us, 1.9% owned, but just not really coming through for us. And our flex was running back Tevin Coleman. I thought this was going to be the play of the week, bro. Nobody was picking Tevin Coleman, 1% owned. Ain't nobody picking Tevin. And you see why. He came through with 3 catches, 19 yards, and 58 rushing yards for 10 points. So pretty lackluster lineup here for us this week. We didn't do it, man. All right, let's take a look at the big winner here. Big winner lineup. All right, so who was it? Who had the big win here this week? All right, it was Kaylan 304. And they ran Garner Minshew the second. Coming into Philly, starting in Philly, and doing all right. I mean, it was 4K, right? What do you want? What do you want from the guy? He had 2 passing touchdowns, 242 yards for 18 points. That's pretty good for 4K. I mean, come on. So the dude stacked him with did he stack him with anybody? Dallas Goedert. Stacked it with the tight end, Dallas Goedert, who went off. Dallas Goedert went off for 31.5 points, 6 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 6% owned. Pretty low. Pretty low, Dallas Goedert. I mean, could you even have trusted Dallas Goedert? That was a risky play, dude, because the highest he's had all season long, fantasy point wise, is 16 points back in week 4. Really wasn't doing anything special. And this week he gets 6 catches on 6 targets, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns for 31.5 points. So, bam. And this dude, Kaylan 304, also ran a double tight end stack. George Kittle. You know, I was looking at George Kittle. I played him last week against the Vikings. He had 2 points. Oh my goodness, 1 catch on 2 targets. This week, bounce back game. 9 catches on 12 targets. 181 yards for a tight end. George Kittle, 2 touchdowns for 42 fantasy points. Dude. How in the heck George Kittle just blasting off. And we have the Rams defense here. 2 sacks, 10 points for 4K. All right. I mean, a little lackluster. Not great there. Any stack? Yes, the Rams defense with Sony Michel. You know, I was looking at Sony Michel like, you know what? I don't really think he was that good. I remember him from the Patriots and thinking like, all right, you know, he was like a big back. You know, I was thinking of the other guy that catches the ball. I forget his name, but hey, Sony Michel had some good stuff, man. He had 3 catches on 4 targets for 8 yards. Okay, nothing great, but a couple points there. But really, he tore it up on the ground. 24 rushing attempts for 121 yards and a touchdown. So that just does it. 24.9 points, 20% owned for Sony Michel. Wow. I mean, hey, I faded Sony Michel, but turned out it's the wrong decision. It would have been good if 20% of the field had him and he sucked, but no, it was not meant to be. The next running back was Jamal Williams for the Lions, who was even more heavily owned than Sony Michel at 22% owned. And this dude did put up a big snowflake. $5,400 was the salary. 9 points he finished with. 17 rushing attempts, 71 yards. 1 catch on 1 target, and that's it. I mean, he had 9 points, but hey, that wasn't holding K-Land back from winning the Millie. Jamal Williams, try as you might to put out the fire with your snowflake, but you couldn't. K-Land 304 still comes through against the Millie. Let's see what they had for receivers here. I mean, this looks like a good receiver stack here. I don't know who this first dude is. Deontay Johnson for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who the fuck is that guy? I don't know who the fuck that dude is, but look, he's been doing all right this season. Apparently, he's somebody. I ain't nobody. I need to fucking freshen up on my NFL skills and stats and players. Because looking through this guy's season, he's all right, dude. He had 8 catches on 11 targets, 105 yards, and 2 TDs. 9.9% owned, so pretty much 10% owned. Had 33 points. Damn, Deontay Johnson, though. Rip. All right, next wide receiver, Justin Jefferson. This guy's been on a tear pretty much all season. Seems like he's hot and cold, but he came through here on week 13 against the Lions. 11 catches on 14 targets, 182 yards and a touchdown. He also had 4 yards on 1 rushing attempt, so they give him the ball a little bit, maybe an end around or something like that. I used to run that in Pee Wee football and shit. I was the tight end and shit. They hit me with the end around. End around, bruh. That shit was hard to turn off though. You had to like hike the ball and you gotta fucking run behind the line of scrimmage. They probably put him in motion or something. But he ripped up, came through with 38.6 points. And the last receiver on the Millionaire winning lineup was Tom Brady's homie, Chris Godwin. He was 17% owned. So a lot of people on these receivers, a lot of people on these players, and I apparently was just not aware. Damn! Chris Godwin had 15 catches on 17 targets for 143 yards. 17 targets! Brady was just looking for Godwin all damn day. He didn't even have a touchdown, but he just had so much volume that he got 33 points. And that was enough, dude. 242 points for the winner, pulling in $1 million. And let's take a look here and see how many lineups K-Land had. 3 lineups. So dude turned $60 into $1 million. Congratulations, and on to next week. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Thank y'all for watching. Later.